Okay, let's get this stream started with booting up Skyrim. So, I managed to make one this week. Didn't know I would have this opportunity, so had to get up at the arse crack of dawn, but that's beside the point. I mean, I don't do getting up early. I go to bed late. Well, actually no, I go to bed really early and get up really late. I tend to wake up at about midday and tend to go to bed at about 4 AM. So it's just how I am. I prefer to work at night. I tend to play games during daylight hours and tend to do productive things at night, so work in the evenings off. So I'm not a morning person. Also, this was test just to see if I could try and stop the crashing in Riften, so the answer, no, it's just Riften. Also, wondering what that is, I have removed a few pointless mods from my load order. And when I say pointless, I mean the unofficial patch fixed it, like Breeze Home bugs. That clearly wasn't fixing it anymore. It was just causing a weird conflict, therefore the unofficial patch is left, the one that gets left, because, well, I think I trust that more. Mainly because I think Halfire broke it again. But first, we have to find a courier who is about 1 million miles away from where we are. And the thing with a courier is it's generally, why did I press that button? Generally easier to find. So just go to that one. Stormcloak one's I think easier to find because he goes down a very easy, predictable path. You know, it's not a particularly long journey and it's an pretty easy journey. The Imperial one's a bit more of an issue because I think he goes between two arse and nowhere locations. Oh yes, I still have that piece of shit equipped. And I can't shout for ages. Oh, I see Khajiit. I often see Khajiit, so or the Khajiit. It's probably, yeah, there's multiple Khajiit, it has to be the caravan. Blue wolves. I got enough arrows. The dead Imperials gave me loads of arrows. Don't ask why I'm just using the bow. But this is the beginning of that dungeon in related to that sub, and it is crappy. I'll admit that it is crappy. It was sort of my first real attempt at anything, so I'm not sure if this. Let's read this journal. Let's see. Yeah. And if I knew how to write quests, that would have started a quest, but it didn't even have that, so as I said, it's a bit crappy. A bit of a journal adventure. Shit, I need to go. Damn it. That's gonna keep happening while I still play Oblivion. I try and drag the map like some sort of idiot. That's not what you do in Skyrim. Skyrim, you just use the arrow keys. And you use right mouse in the rotation on the map. It's a 3D map rather than a 2D map. He's my sneaky tacky. Good enough to take it. But nope, I must have already got Orc blood. wasn't sure which blood I needed, so. Because if you go too far near Dawnstar, you get trapped in. It's not as bad as Winterhold. Winterhold's a bloody nightmare to get out of, as there is pretty much two ways out of Winterhold. There's the ocean, and there's the path that takes you east. That's it. You cannot get out any other way. It's very much a dead end. Right, again, keep bringing up nasty habits in Oblivion. You can use arrow keys or just move the mouse to it. Much easier. Saves clicking, and I probably should have to go a bit further south just to go around, edge around the mountains. Spider alert! Sorry it's a bit late, but these spider alerts do tend to be. So anyway, the problem is they do kind of exist in the arse end of nowhere. I do my best not to look at the bloody things. And the awful thing is dead. We no longer have to look at us. This poison is OP. Drain all my magic to slowly heal some down. You're an elf! Thank you. Or are you a human? I can't tell. Nah, you're just a dark-skinned human. I thought you were a wood elf for a moment. I thought I saw ears. I thought I saw the pointies. I thought I saw your broken ears. This, I think, was that mountain I was trying to go around. Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably straight line it now. And of course, I waste my shell by doing it against the rock, because I'm an idiot. I can't straight line it, apparently.
Fine.
Fulmer Cave. Let's say we ignore that for a while. Then we'll go back there for a while, because Fulmer way too powerful at this level. I mean, they're really powerful because they also poison. Come back! So I should never let wolves get to low health. They always run away at like a turd and are really annoying.
Fine.
Because this toggles you into God mode briefly. It puts a funky visual up on your screen and turns God mode on, which allows you to infosprint. Because in God mode, you're basically, unless it's a weird scripted kill. I think scripted damage works as well, but it's got to be scripted to hurt you, because otherwise it just stops like you draining health, stamina, magic. It doesn't actually give you anything, it just stops you draining it all.
Fine.
Is this a Kajiki Caravan again, or is this a different one? No, this is a different one. The other one, I'm pretty sure it was one of them had a shield.
Speak to one of the others if you wish to buy something.
There it is, there's Nightgate Inn. You can see because it's got a weird symbol. I'm still not quite sure what that symbol is supposed to be. I mean, I know it's a hut of some kind, but I don't know why it's different from the other huts. Because it's not consistent which one's in. I wonder if these were supposed to be small settlements, while the hut one was supposed to be just a hut. For some reason, Nightgate Inn makes you go all the way around this. It's also used in quite a few quests. Oh no. I've got a
I'm
courier.
looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. There's a new museum opening up in Dawn. Looks like that's
Nah.
it.
Dangerous artifact quest. I'll do that much later. Mainly because you can find the pieces for that one and not actually bother doing the quest for ages. Because it does get a bit tedious having to go all around the world to get the pieces. I do not want to start Kegbreaker's quest. Again, Legacy of the Dragonborn. And yes, Kegbreaker is actually just a hammer that is a barrel. And it makes you permanently drunk.
Hello there, Trap. I tend to keep my patrons' privacy. Yeah, sure it is. You don't fool me. I tend to keep my patrons' privacy. Now.
When persuade fails, intimidate. And when intimidate and persuade fail, money.
Now you can probably catch him. Or you can just wait here. He'll be back soon enough.
Let's see.
I can't help you, friend. Talk to Hatch.
Normally he doesn't actually come in the... Normally that orc doesn't... Balgrove doesn't actually come in the pub. He normally kind of just sort of stays out. Oh no. Oh no. Not another one. I remember too vividly what happened last time. I'm seeing my death 3 times. Yep, this Bronzewater Run, or Bronzewater Cave. It's an exit cave. That's all it is. It's... Yeah, you think because it's sort of Dwemer pipes outside it'll be interesting, but no, it's actually the most uninteresting cave ever because it's just an exit. It's actually one of the few exits to actually get a map marker. Because it's not even... Because it's actually a quest dungeon. Oh.
Fine.
Oh no. I shouldn't have shouted, but it would just see me anyway. Oh no, it's not even a... It's not even a dragon. Oh, now the dragon's seen me. I'll use the dragon to kill the Stormcloak. Or just sneaky weaky. No, I'll. Hey, Stormcloaky. Oh, it's named one. I thought they only appeared if Alduin kind of raised them from the dead. Because it's named one, I know he's piss weak. And I'm going to hide around his books. I know that's less dangerous. Yes, let her kill. Yay! Thank you, Reekling. Oh, great, Reekling Charger. Really OP they are. Insanely overpowered. Yeah, of course, I was hoping to sell them. Money is particularly valuable. Yeah, I've got like valuable shit. Now I've got to find him in the bush. There. Always just make sure to pick a quest document, quest items from this menu, just to ensure that it works properly. And now,
Fine.
Run away! Oh. I will not get into racial arguments. Although I am fighting against the Nords, doesn't that count? Does that count for anything? I did pick the Imperials, which are darker skinned than Nords, and Spider Alert. Oh no, Ice Race. I thought just seeing a dot on the horizon it would have been a spider. I thought that's why I ran from in the first place. Oh no, it killed a Dunmer. Oh, what a shame. That's like the 3rd farmer I've seen that's been trying to join the Legion. Maybe it's the same one, maybe he just doesn't know how to navigate. Yeah, it is argument bait. So that's why I refused to answer it. There we go. Bristleback dead. Nah. I'm picking up that pelt. You can't beat Skyrim when it's nice. Actually, speaking of nice, I was gonna. I should have shown this elf ages ago, but
Look!
just trying to remember how to do it. It's actually only work best at night, clear skies. I can't even remember where you aim it specifically.
Look!
I don't remember if you aim it at the sun, because that is apparently an aim at. It's aimed. Are the clouds getting lower, or is it just me imagining it? I can never remember. I know it's noticeable at night because it like shows off the, on a horrible overcast night, it shows the northern lights off. The Aurora Skyrim Alice, whatever they are in Nern, because it's not going to be the Aurora Borealis because it's not on Earth, it's on Nern. Yeah, that's about as clear as it's getting. We'll see if it. I'll see if it can. Oh, Bandito Lair. No, we got blood on the ice to do. I don't. We got claim pathetic little Dawn Staff at the Imperial. Cut capture a port. Then I think you have to go down to Riften. We'll probably go past Windhelm. See if blood on the ice is triggered. If it hasn't, carry on to Riften. Capture Riften. Oh, holy crap, Riften. Gonna crash a few times. Yeah, crash a few times. Come back. Yeah, make sure. Go past Windhelm. Make sure blood on the ice is done, because I really only have like 1 or 2. Because there's 9 holes. Each one controls 4 plus Whiterun, depending on what side you took in the Whiterun fight. So they each control 4. So I'm just trying to remember which. Yeah, so I think. Yeah, Falkreath I think is stuck. Yeah, Falkreath. I can't remember what that one's called, because Markarth's the Reach, that's Imperial. Riften's the Rift, that's Stormcloak. Falkreath is, I can't remember for the life of me what that is. Oh, I think this is the fort I'm going to have to capture. Because I'm pretty sure they used to. Yeah, this is definitely a Bandito fort normally. So apparently the Stormcloaks have got. They don't seem to care about me running through it though. That's. I'm here to stop reinforcements coming through that, and you don't seem to stop me. Because of course. But. Not very they're not very aggressive. I don't know if that's intentional behaviour or whether it's just Civil War's a bit broken. Because they warn you, but they only attack if you linger for ages. Like, directly in their face as well, if I remember correctly. But I'm just trying to remember what. I can't for the life of me think of what bloody Falkreath is called. Falkreath. I can't remember what the bloody hole's called, but that's Stormcloak. Winterholder is Stormcloak. Dawnstar is Stormcloak. Riften Stormcloak. Oh, Giant must have killed this one. I don't remember being on this side. So I'm just trying to think. So, and then the others are Imperial. Technically, Whiterun's Imperial from the start. Why? Because it only has male guards. That's how you know. It just so happens that that's the default. They just happen to be in guard outfits. They're all in guard outfits. But that's how you really tell, is whether or not, if they've got females in the guards without mods, of course, because they're a bit buggy. So you don't really want to touch anything related to the Civil War. Even the unofficial patch doesn't touch the Civil War, because the Civil Wars are that bad. It's because regardless of which side you pick, it's actually the exact same quests. On some parts of it are the exact same quests. When I say exact, I mean exact. Like, normally it's all A or B. You know, I can't remember which one's which. But sometimes it's the exact same quest. Much like if you use console to resurrect Ulfric once you beat, Tullius, once you beat in the Civil War, they treat you like a war hero and like your best buddy. You know, because it's confused, because it's for some reason follows the same sort of thing. It's so weird, the Civil War quest. It's the reason not many people touch it.
Very good. Let's see what you have here. Interesting. It would seem Fort Dunstan is in need of one moment.
I was just there!
Make sure those documents get to the Stormcloak commander in Dawnstar. It'll throw him off our trail.
If this was Oblivion, they would have made you wait, like, actually just wait, like, 1 or 2 in-game hours, or even 24 in-game hours for that. Because Oblivion like to pointlessly make you use the wait command. You know, like, pointlessly. You just did it eternal. You know, there was some quests that, like Bleach Sindarian and his fucking Nirnroot. He would take 24 in-game hours between matches. I know it's so you're supposed to go off and get more Nirnroot, but if you'd already collected a buttload of Nirnroot, and it was a buttload of Nirnroot, you required you to collect like half the Nirnroot in the world. You know, in Cyrodiil. Just for his bloody like these really quite shit potions. I know you couldn't use Nirnroot for anything else, but not without combining it with that one thing in Shivering Isles. I'm just trying to think which elf blood I need. I know I need Volmer of some sort. I probably need Altmer as well. I don't typically find. You don't typically find Altmer Banditos. You can't, much like Dunmer ones are pretty, rare, but you can go to Solstheim if you're really desperate for some Dunmer blood. You can always go to Solstheim. Is that a Spriggan? It is a Spriggan. What's she doing out? Oh no. What's the Spriggan doing out here? What is a Spriggan doing out here? Not exactly a place I normally think of Spriggans. I don't know if that's like the blowing snow is vanilla or not. I think it might be. I think, but maybe its placement isn't, because I know we are near enough to enhance. Expanded towns and cities to think that it might have been, some of it might have been put in by that. So, because this is expanded towns and cities, much nicer than Vanilla Dawnstar is basically that house, pub, the Jarl house, and that house, and it doesn't actually add too many houses to Dawnstar, actually. It's pretty light Dawnstar. But it adds a lot of characters to support, because it adds like that big boat that looks really big pirate boat, which is Cyrodiilic in style. It's the Oblivion style boat. But it's the only thing it lacks is a nice looking interior. Because whoever made this boat model did not put... I think they either built this from scratch. I mean, I know it's textured in Skyrim. But I don't. Yeah, it's that. I think they built it from scratch. They either built it from scratch, or when they ported it, they didn't port the interior as well. So it does look a bit out of place, the interior, but it looks nice enough to sit in there. This boat's vanilla. This isn't. Expanded towns and cities also put walls on every town, so like they aren't totally defenseless. Because most of these, like this was just there was nothing there at all. Much like there's nothing there either. Pretty much everything you can see in that shot, wasn't there. The pub was the first thing you saw. This wasn't here either, if I remember correctly. Unless These weren't here, little market stalls.
Divine sakes, Colin. Who do you think think we're threatening with our
Oh, and that's new Jarl and new Housecarl, because not, you know, they always exist in town before. And I think he's the only Housecarl who actually wears the guard uniform as well. So it's kind of a shame you get rid of him, but... Here.
Fight.
Take these forged documents, I'll forge it in an
I
instant.
don't recognize you. Why aren't you? I suppose it would be. All right. Ah, good. Looks like the
Yes,
not easy
yeah.
running message. Why don't you grab yourself a drink at the Wind Peak before heading back?
And now we gotta go talk to Rika again, because apparently we can't attack a fort of her own accord. I'm not actually sure what happens. I think if you just attack the fort anyway, I don't think it begins the quest. I think it, I think it just sort of bugs it out. So it's, plus I don't want to get all those murder charges, because it's murder unless they attack first. And this is a Morrowind, you can't taunt people until they attack you and get away with murder. It's really because in Morrowind you could kill anyone. It's one of the things I really look forward to about Skyrim is that they're keeping that. Skyrim isn't too bad on the essential front, because you can usually figure out who's essential and who isn't. Typically, if they're related to the Jarl's Court, like the house. Basically, if the Jarl's Court, they're essential. If not, probably not. He's saying arse under nowhere.
Smell that fresh air?
No, I can't smell the fresh air. All I have is snow coming up my nose. Usually cold environment for a Durzog. They normally like more hot climates of Cyrodiil, which I think is more, well, in the north is, around the Imperial city is quite nice. Down in the south it's very swampy and quite horrible. Up north it's pretty much just like Skyrim. Because the Gerald Mountains are kind of horrible. They're kind of cold and snowy. And because the Lod is horrible, they look like ass. So you don't want to be going anywhere near them. So at least when you finish your fort capture, you don't have to come back to Rika again. Who doesn't bother joining the attack, by the way. And just displaces whichever legate would normally live in this camp. Where that legate does just disappear into the... He just does disable, he doesn't exist. Because only Rick can apparently plan these things. Look at all these corpses. I've already harvested their arrows though. I don't think a single one was left alive. Never has a camp been so lifeless. I mean, these are technically lucky survivors. I mean, they're in horrible agony, but technically lucky survivors because this guy was clearly killed just outside the tent.
Something to report?
And I get paid for this.
Your objective is Fort Dunstad. Meet the soldiers preparing for the attack. Well, soldier, are you up to the task? I knew I could count on you, soldier.
And now it's another quest bar. Because the fort quests are all semi-radiant. You don't necessarily I don't think you always have to use documents. It's typically documents first, but sometimes it's straight onto the fort. Sometimes the Civil War's a bit odd. It's all you can. I think if you do this conference, you can change around thing. Like you can actually give yourself more work to do, or you can give yourself less work to do. But I think the big thing is you always have to take out either Riften or Markov, which is always the same event no matter what you do. They are always. I can't remember if Riften's the same, but no, I can't remember what Riften's is actually. But I know Markov's is you have to sort of bribe like the steward to give you information about silver shipment going out. Essential left. I think that's typically the Wemmer dungeon I go through to get the Elder Scroll actually. It's smaller and it's actually I'm pretty sure it's an essential left I go through. I can't say the Dwemer name for as long, no matter how hard I try. So if I got it wrong, don't blame me. I don't know how to say them. I'm not very good with pronunciation. it's not my thing. Oh, Pt.1 Dunstad. Keep waddling, because that's all I'm good for. Apparently I have to do all the running myself. Where these Imperial soldiers are, join the attack come from, I don't know, because the camp was deserted. Because the dragons killed them all off. You know, that one ice dragon that killed me 3 times. Got a lot of kills at her. She's one of the most effective dragon attacks I've ever seen, because most of the time they don't do that much damage. Was that just some freak of nature that was stronger than all the others? No one will ever know. Sometimes you have to sneak, you know, to give you an objective, to sneak into the forts. Oh, there goes the Imperials. Also, best fort wall ever. You know, you have a gap in the wall that you can go through that isn't a sealable, you know, bypass all the guard and horse traps. Yeah, I'm assuming that's what they're. Or stop some idiot from just jumping on. I'm pretty sure they're like horse traps. Mainly because they remind me of a tank trap, and tank traps was there to stop tanks, and look like very, very similar. You know, there's sort of this hard to hit thing that's sort of in the arse and that, you know, just sort of sits in the middle of an entryway and gets in the way, and kind of hard to move because it's a weird shape. Oh yes, this is where they spawn. You know, because there's never this many Imperials or Stormcloaks in the world, let alone. But they all seem to come pouring out of these forts. You know, you can go in the fort before and there's no sign of them. Yeah, there's no sign. See, that's where they're all spawning. They try and spawn them around corners so you don't see them spawn, but if you want to get the fight over with quickly, you just go to the spawn point and kill them all off. Get one of those spawn points and just effectively spawn. You do a cheap tactic of spawn camping. I need food. Potato, that works. My health go back up. Because apparently I can eat like 20 potatoes at once. You know, Oblivion had this like really random potion limit that you could have. You can only have like 5 potions at once. But the thing is, you could close the menu and then immediately reopen it, and then you can consume another 55 potions. So in reality, you could actually eat like 1 billion potions at once. And like, every food item was an alchemy ingredient, so you could make restore stamina potions out of 2 pieces of fruit. Yes, because everyone knows that if you grind 2 fruit up, it restores your stamina. No, it makes weird fruit juice. But no, Oblivion was weird like that. Oh, look at all these stone cookies. And back to solar food. Just finish off them so you can actually do things. No. And there we go, now we're back to solitude. Say, why would you go through the gate when you can go up through the little guard tower that they don't bother guarding? And they just run away until they reach like a Stormcloak camp. Now a Stormcloak camp will... I think when I get back to Solitude, a Stormcloak camp will appear in this hold. Vaguely. I mean, the hold boundaries are so vague. I mean, it's just so vague. Oh yes, well I've got infinite sprint, might as well use it for eating all those potatoes. You know, force of habit makes me forget that I have effectively infinite sprint. This is like speeding along in Oblivion style, because this is about how fast you move just without the head bobbing. Yeah, because I barely can see myself because my head's forwards. And now I'm out of stamina. That only happened very quickly. Oh no! It's vampires. My accuracy is atrocious. My bow accuracy is abysmal. The reason I never use a constant GF2 is because I miss every single shot. Oh! Oh! I hope I have something that cures disease. I don't want to turn into a vampire. At least not yet. Oh no. I carry 8 of these for a reason. That actually stopped me getting bone break fever, but... Now this is one of the really oddly added Dawnguard dungeons, which they just sort of shoved them in really random locations. I'm just going to see if I can start Dim Hollow without actually having done anything. Or whether it's just got a pointless lock on it. I wonder if I can actually start it without actually having to go do anything, so... Because I've never actually come across... I've never actually been to it before. Now everyone, you know, you can kill everything on sight because you know it's a vampire then. Except it isn't, because these aren't vampire dogs, these are just wolves. These are just Skyrim's brand of very large wolf. And I cannot hit anything with a ever. No, I think I've seen how they've done it. Just like the Greybeard ruin, blocked off. They block them off so you can't go through it early. You're tougher than all those other wolves combined, and yet you still just run and hide. Logic. So that's how they do it. That's how they stop you getting in there early. Never knew that. Because I've never been in there before. Or needing to go in there on the quest, so I've never seen it like that. Just blocks it off and ceremoniously just put a big boulder in the way. This is where Become Ethereal works. Splat. Splat. I know Whirlwind Sprint's probably technically slower, but it feels right. More for the horrible little swamp town. That's an Imperial one. It's like post-Civil War, they all change, you know, like they get garrisoned by their team, so you just get like loads of Imperial legions wandering around garrisoning the town. You actually get you get 5 in the guard outfits rather than 4 though. But the thing is, I've personally modified it so the Imperials always wear the Imperial armor, you know, when they capture a town. Yet when you Stormcloaks do it, they turn into the guard outfit. It's not perfect. A few still remain in Stormcloaks. It's a bit of a mess how they did it, but Droga. Monies. Oh, you have some rat swarms, don't you? Yep. Merciful creatures again. You're right, Droga anyway. Yep. I think the darker rest of the Droga was also actually merciful creatures. And I've just realised I've got to go around that I've got to go around the pillar again. Not that it makes getting into Solitude actually any slower. It actually I think is a bit quicker. But I have to cross a large expanse of water, which takes forever. So, one of the two. Yeah, I really should swim faster, but I can't figure out how you would do that. Without making you run faster as well. That is, I could make it so you can run and swim faster, but, you know, swimming faster is all I would want. I am a shark, I should swim faster. Oh, spider alert. Dead spider. Spider is gone and made a horrible smell. Oh, what's that? all over my headphones. No, nothing. Just stop barking at nothing. He does that. I don't know if it comes through. It's probably less than 7 decibels in this room, so it probably comes out. I just happen to be really attuned to hear it, because it is kind of annoying. Oh, let's mark the abandoned shack. Everyone knows this is just a Dark Brotherhood spot. It's also one of very few doors in Skyrim that has a perma-lock on it like that you can't go through. Are these slaughter... They are slaughterfish. And so you kill slaughterfish, you lure them to the water's edge and then you kill them. Oh no. Oh no, not another batch of vampire. I don't want to believe Sanguine Vampirius again. Oh! Vampires give that... You know, when you actually want to catch it, you can never ever catch the bloody thing. But when you don't want to catch it, you catch it all the time. That is the rule with Sanguine Vampirius. Whenever you want to be a lesser vampire, you catch it every single time without fail. But when you want to be a lesser vampire, you can never catch it. And of course, but pre-Dawnguard, you know, there is actually very, very few vampires in the world. You know, it's like Movarth near Morphal, and that's about it, really. You know, there's no real reliable way of getting vampire. Swim across under the bridge. Because no one's concerned that this thing will collapse. And it's been here for a very long time. And it's not as solid as you think it is. Because there's a whole catacomb. There's like a whole dungeon in it. You know, it's not as solid as you think it is. You know, it's got a crumbly old crypt underneath it, so... Oh no. No! Not a vampire attack. Oh, what you got? Bloodstone, that's a vampire. That's for sure, son. Where are they? Do I have to go on vampire patrol? No. Or have the Militant Legions of Solitude... No, the Militant Legions of Solitude have cut the...
I'm your man.
Apparently cut the hair off, because that head is transparent. The big question is, if that's his head, where's the rest of his body?
They say if a vampire so much as scratches you...
I think he's melted. I think he's turned into nothing. Because he's just some hair and a half-visible face. Weird.
What do you need?
You know, he's just a sort of half-visible face. Weird. I've never seen that bug before.
Staying safe.
Ever. Where a vampire just turns into a half-visible face and hair and no body. The body's completely invisible.
Taking the Pale gives us another port in Dawnstar. Battles are won by trained and disciplined men. I'm raising you to prefect. Take this blade.
Take this leveled blade.
Make your way to our
Yep,
camp.
Riften.
We have a few surprises for for the Emperor.
To Riften. Which means I'm gonna stop my I'm gonna take a cart to Windhelm. See if Blood in the Ice is triggered. Because I've got to do that, because it's a buggy fucker. Blood in the Ice.
Warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of meat.
So, the unofficial patch helps it somewhat, but there's a point where, because of, if it's Civil War happens to clash at the same time as this, oh good, he's all here now. It must have just been some weird temporary bug. So it is an old one. Blood in the Ice. It's the only quest I've really experienced major issues with.
Bit late to be wandering around, isn't it?
Never heard the guard say that before. Must be an unofficial patch. It restored a lot of random guard lines that that they could say, but they just never had the trigger to, they never actually checked the trigger to say. It's good better than the bloody guards in Oblivion where you greet them at night and they always say like something of night, time of the night watch and all as well. Even when they've just been, there's been a massive attack just happened.
Can take you to any of the hold capitals.
They always say it's so bad. Oblivion's dialogue is awful. Is pretty awful. But it's the kind of awful that you just kind of love because it's so bad. It's laughably bad. The guards are the main source of that, although the male elves are hilarious as well. The female Dunmer are pretty hilarious as well. There's a whole there's a rumour about how the Thieves Guild break into free play. And the female Dunmer line, in the middle of it goes, wait a minute, let me do that one again, and repeats the line. And it's just so bad. It's the fact that even slipped through. Let's see.
Horses. All day.
You
Do you have any idea
can bug out, because if you kill her for the Dark basically, there's two major quest lines that you cannot do before Blood on the Ice. Dark Brotherhood, because she's a target in both, Blood on the Ice and Dark Brotherhood. She's only an optional, so you don't have to. But if you do, it fucks up Blood on the Ice. And Civil War completely fucks up Blood on the Ice, so you don't want to do either before you do Blood on the Ice. I know how to do Blood on the Ice pretty damn quickly, and part 1 is making sure you tag Calixto in a bloody, in a console, because that fucker goes inside his house and never opens. And of course, it's not like Oblivion where you can break into someone's house, talk to them quickly. No, in Skyrim you don't, they always just say, no, you're not supposed to be here.
I've spent my life serving.
Nope. Still nothing.
Plan to stop now, no matter what the Empire says.
So, I know the Rift camp is like miles away from Riften, so what the f? So, if that's the Rift Imperial camp, what's the one that's somewhere up here? Oh, fuck it. I'm fast travelling. I'm not going all the way to fucking Everstead again. Been there enough. So I honestly thought it was the one on the eastern mountains. Not the one that's 5 billion miles away from anything. Right on the arse end of the hole. I'm pretty sure there's one on the eastern mountains that isn't this one. Or maybe I'm thinking of this one, but it's in the wrong place. I don't know. I've got to go crashing in Riften. I'm not going to waste that much time.
You're going to Riften.
Of course.
My spies report the Jarl's steward Anuriel has arrangements with the Thieves Guild. I need you to find evidence.
Which is funny because it's never mentioned once in the Thieves Guild questline ever.
This will require stealth and discretion. The Jarl's guards won't take. Good. I can always count.
Can I just go attack the fort? No. I'll go to Riften. I'll crash. I'll crash a few times. I'll go to Riften. I don't remember it being like right next to this place. This is like vanilla Skyrim. This dungeon this is not even a dungeon. It's like they built this place in preparation for a DLC, because this place has no purpose and it's just a random. You can tell it's just like this random little dwemer place that for some reason has a map marker, because this doesn't exist vanilla. Yeah, because this bit doesn't exist. This is Dawnguard out. This like little astrolabe or whatever you call it. I think it's an astrolabe. Oh no. Oh shit. Oh, I've got long to run. Oh shit. Like that. No, I need more if I'm gonna run away. Potato, don't fail me now. That'll do. Yes, help. I run away. You stay. I thought you were. They're well and truly lost. They're supposed to be heading to Solitude and then nowhere. Yeah. Run away. I'm definitely not hot. You know, if I'm going to get insta-killed by a single bite, there's no way I'm taking that down, because you cannot blink them. You can't just keep firing arrows at them. I designed them that way. They regenerate a small enough amount of health to make arrow spam just not possible. I think I ran away. That one's not supposed to go that far out. How the hell did she get there? She's not even. That dragoness is not supposed to be that far out. She's supposed to be like in this. Let me just put the map up. She's supposed to be in this sort of arse end of nowhere. Sort of like up around here. You know, like sort of here. You know, like real arse end of nowhere sort of place. Then I think there's another one who lives up around here. I think that's the one that lives around there. There's a couple that live in they typically live in the arse end of nowhere. There's one that I put on a dragon mound on top of a big mountain that normally has a frost troller on it as well. I can't quite remember what it's called, but that one. That's not only that's the one that looks like Alduin and is just the toughest and nasty. Probably nastier than anything else in the game. Kind of designed that way. Skyrim's wolves are so huge. I mean, Oblivion's like at most waist height. Well, Skyrim's, you know, are like chest height. They're immense for no real reason. Also, I think I don't think I'll be doing. No, I've got to go back and do Blood on the Ice. I'll do Blood on the Ice after this. Nope. I'm hearing. Oh, stop at this mill. Turns out someone's just come back. So I'll just camp up here. Sorry, but stream has to end early. I was kind of pushing it anyway today. Oh, stuck in the combat phase. There we go. Yeah, we'll just end this. Got one quest done. Well, didn't quite get to Blood on the Ice. Got to the war part, but not the murder. Anyway, that's the end of that. That's the end of Skyrim. That is the end of the stream. Give it a few moments. And that should be the end of it. Goodbye. Okay,